Here we go again. Live again, just trying some shit out, just testing some stuff. Hey, jump in if you're around and you're watching. Don't know what you're looking for. Okay. Do I know you? Nope. Will I ever know you? Yeah, probably not. What the fuck is this all about? This is just me fucking testing shit and seeing how all this works so I can do it a bit better. I've already forgotten how I actually got into this site to actually put it out fucking live. And as far as I knew, if you don't have so many fucking views, you actually can't go live and then you have to go fucking live stream. But this is all on YouTube. God, how many fucking headers is there out there? Get off. Get off. Get off. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that. And, wow. I don't think I've ever had that many fucking head uppers at once since I started using this computer. Anyway, some light, a little bit of light. But you're a bit atmospherical, too much in the face. How's that on the screen? Only one-sided. Let's do that, I suppose. Lighting is shite. Just what do you expect? Maybe doing daylight would be even better. But then I won't be fucking drinking. So, a little austere band across there, a bit of raccoonish shite on the line. Anyway, if you're out there, jump in, we'll have a chat if you like. I think it's live. I haven't got a fucking clue. It's late, it's what? 2:10 in the morning. British GMT. Yeah. But British. This is England. Fucking England. England. And that is the beautiful flag of Yorkshire. Yorkshire. Only one county. No north, no south, no west, no fucking east. Just one county. Yorkshire. And fuck Humberside. Excuse me a second. Change the viewers touch. Some people will tell you the world's gone to shit. Some people will tell you you couldn't make this up if you fucking tried. Well, it's fucking weird. None of that's true. And both of them are actual, made up. And you better fucking believe it. Couldn't make this shit up. It's written fucking long enough ago. We've got enough of fucking counts to say this is definitely true, and we have all the evidences. I'm not going to bother you with that right now. If you want them later on, I'll put them down for you to have a fucking peruse. But unless you're some sort of fucking idiot who can't type in a couple of words like, what the fuck's going on? Maybe this isn't for you. Anyway, I'll go for a piss. So what's going on in the fucking world? But it seems really simple, and it's obvious though to those that fucking have a little no ledge. Hang on tightly to that fucking ledge because it's gonna get fucking scary. That there are actually only a small percentage of people that have manipulated what's going on in the world today. Now that small percentage think they're going to escape it all. How sadly wrong they are. Here's a way of looking at it. Those that cause all of that is happening today, and it is cause and effect. Think they can escape and yet control all that happens and then what happens afterwards. It's so ridiculous, it beggars belief that these people are so naive that they think that no one's coming for them. When the shit hits the fan, and they know it's going to happen from this winter to next winter and beyond, and they're hoping they've got brains beyond deluded. Now, over the history of this country, for one, it seems like they're correct and they've been able to manipulate it. But how true is that today? With 1.1 million people flown into this country from elsewhere in the Middle East and Africa, where these people no longer abide by our morals, our laws, our constitution. And there is a constitution. Don't believe me? I promise you, it's true. Check it out. Yes, snapshot. The Constitution is there. This is the only thing that can save this country. The only thing. And all should get behind it. And I don't care whether you're black, brown. There are no yellow people because there was always white people, and it was a bullshit thing during the Sino fucking bullshit wars and the Boxer rebellions, where they said, "Oh, the yellow peril, oh," don't exist. Never did. You think it does? You're an idiot. Don't mean you're stupid, just an idiot. The real meaning in idiot is those that don't pay attention to, don't focus on, don't care about politics. What's going on with fucking eyes and the way of looking at the camera? It's just nuts. See if we can sort that out while we're fucking about with shit. What if we do that? So we're looking direct. Even then, I still seem to be looking up. What the fuck is this shit? Try that. That one, all right. Now am I looking at you? Yay! Actually, that's better. So now I can talk to you, look at you while I'm talking. That's way better. Let's try something else. Excuse me a moment. Now, are we more comfortable with that? Yeah, we are. I can look you in the eye to eye without looking upwards all the time, or seeming to. Yeah, that's better. But can we set the picture? Oh, dude, just Christ. What's that? Even though you've fucking seen it. There's a few. Who the fuck am I kidding? No one's watching. It's a bit better. The world's gone to shit. No handcart will get you out of it. Might get you a bit further down the road, but you ain't gonna go far. Because there's nowhere down that fucking road can you escape what's coming. Whether you're, or whatever, your creed, colour, religion, don't fucking matter. They are coming for you and me. And they will want a world government that is controlled by a few. From an obscure place, or from the Vatican City, not from the centre of London, not from Washington DC, but from somewhere else. That's somewhere else. It's in New York. Under the United Nations. And that United Nations spreads out into many nefarious fingers. The squiggly octopi arms of the elusive person. Those with no name. You don't know their names. You really don't. You think you know the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all that crap. Yeah, okay. They got some. And their Soros is in the others. But when it comes to it, do you really know who the fuck they are? Now I'm looking over you and the centralisation is wrong. Let's have a look at this. See if we can get this. Hang on a sec. As high as I can go, let's turn it a little bit more that way. And if we centralise that, then down a touch. Let's see. I don't want to be looking left, right, but looking down. I was looking, and I'm not looking at you. There. Is it right? How's that? That's better. Now I can see you there. Straightforward. I'm looking straightforward. Certainly better. All the people, the planet, this planet, not a plane, but a planet sphere. What planet means is a round ball, and all the ancients knew about it. And it wasn't until the Catholics came along and turned around and says, "It's not a ball, it's flat. We're the centre of the universe." Because it's all about us. Oh, the ego. The ego. Pathetic. The flat earthers who think, oh, it's ego. The others with their green agenda. Ego, it's all about us. We can destroy the planet. No, let's not. Don't be so fucking stupid. Lawyer, take that and get it. You morons, the fucking lawyer. How dare you think you can have or be so effectual on this planet itself? Unless you use such power where you can tear it to pieces. And we know we can do that. Oh, with an ideal? No. Only with massive nuclear retardation can we do that. Without that, you're doing fuck all. The average person like me, you, the plebs, the fucking commoners will always be affected. Because that's what it's about, is to be affected by these wankers. And that might be giving them something. Definitely giving them something. They think they can take it all without a whimper. That's what they think. These global elites think they can take the planet without a whimper. And that's the moves they are doing, slowly and gradually, even though they are increasing it exponentially. They're not stupid people. But are you? I am to a point. I'm ignorant to a point. But if you are aware that they are going to destroy all of people's freedoms, and if you're okay with that, you are fucking weird. You are fucking seriously fucking challenged. You're beyond challenged. It's like there is no challenging going on. Otherwise, there'd be a couple of fucking cells rubbing together and say, hang on a minute. I might want to have kids later, and and I want them to have a future. With this, there is no future. Not except for the bullshit agenda where the plebs and the commoners. I'm a pleb. Fuck them. Call me a pleb. I don't care. It's okay. Throw anything insult you like at me. As long as it's not a nonce, because I'll fucking deck you, cunt. Not like that. Elite. And you better check out Panda Eyes and that. And Adrenochrome. And you can see for yourself. But if you don't check that out for yourself, I'm not going to show you it, because you will not find it here on this channel. Not on YouTube, anywhere. You'll have the odd passing reference to it, and that's it. You better research it somewhere else. And I might put that on Rumble. But there again, plenty of people put it on BitChute, brand YouTube, Rumble, other places. You need to check out that. And people do it way better than I ever could. I'm just generally chatting shit at you. Well, No one actually, because no one's fucking watching. So what really, man? All that does matter. All that is very powerful stuff. People are saying it's the price of living, the price of fuel. Can you get gesticulating and get air right fucking hand? Ah, this is shit. Oh. Stop it, Stu. Look at that. Polish beer. 9%. And yet you can't have English. Or even Danish, 9%. Because the police says so. The police interfere with our drink in England. In England. People think there's a union. And there's such a thing as the British folk. Well, there is. It's got fuck all to do with England. Oh, fucking thing. That's not racist. There are plenty of black, coloured, brown people that call themselves English and are. They've been here long enough. Not a problem. Those that accept the Constitution of England. Why would it be? It might not be as well written as the codified effect of the American Constitution, which I think is really done very well, especially with the second backing up the first. And I think that's the problem with the English one with the fifth, as is, but it doesn't back up the first. And I think that's what made it easier to take away the rights of the English and the right to bear arms. Now, the Union of Jacob, yes, the Union Jack, that is translated from Israel to English, for the Israel's language that they learn, Hebrew, Aramaic, but not the later one, because that's too young to find, right? Anyway, as we're going into the future, you may find that I do enjoy playing with words and breaking them down into phonetics and just playing. Does it have any real meaning or truth? Well, I'll let you decide. But for tonight, this is just a fucking test. Kick back and a fucking beer. Well, what I would like to do on this is I'm going to go forward and make this better so you can see and it lights up better. And that. I don't mind the background so much because, well, I quite like it. It's definitely me. Yeah. I don't know what fucking flashing is and whether you can see that fucking flashing and what that fucking is. And if it's down to upload speed or whatever, because I ain't got the viewers. Then StreamYard will do better. I don't know yet. I need to research. I've never done this before, apart from that crappy little test I did before. Actually, the other one wasn't too bad. The one on public notice to the police. Weapons. That one turned out right. We'll see how this turns out. That flashing, I've got flashing down here right at the bottom. I don't know what it is. Is it? Cause no, it's not just gonna do that. Every now and then there's an intermittent flash, and I don't know what the fuck it is. How do I find it out? No idea. Anyway, I would like to tell you something. I would like to tell you that there is a future. There is a future for this beautiful green land. This land I call hearth and home. My country. My tribe. My borders. This beautiful land of culture. Wisdom. No matter how grandiose that sounds. That's why the British like to call it Great Britain. Fuck 'em. Fuck the British. This is England. I'm not racist. I'm not a misogynist. I'm certainly not got irrational fears against anything. Unless it's dying. Is that irrational? Fuck 'em. I will not be played by a simple minority with a loud fucking voice that shouts and glues itself over. What a set of fucking wankers. And oh, we won't go into the media fucking liking them because you all already know. All you know. You just fucking know that the media are full of shit and they're statist. Even if they play contrary. Because even contrary is statist to allow the subjectivity of the placed. Now, the placed is those that are in, but are not. Because we've seen that you can remove them in 4 days. 4 fucking days. 4 days. Motherfuckers. This isn't for children. Get the fuck off. Kids, go to bed. Most people don't understand this country. Most people around the world don't understand this country. Most people in this fucking country don't understand this country, which is England. England. This country of England. My hearth. My home. My soul. My heart. My love. It is beautiful. Full of beautiful people. Many of the immigrants are beautiful and just want to live good lives. Does it make you right that anyone should come here and just flooding and rape and pillage as they go. Yeah. Maybe a little extreme in that comment. But no less true to a point. It is happening. And denial doesn't stop it or negate it. Nobody wants to talk about it. This will probably get me banned, and I'll go to fucking Rumble and BitChute and upload some shit there. I'll make a quick click and point it up there. If that's the case. Because once this gets a complaint, if everybody ever watch you, which you doubt, so it'll remain obscure in the background. Eons and eons, nobody ever watched it. Because if there's a subscriber out there, they're not watching them. They don't know. The algorithms won't play with them. People call the algorithms artificial intelligence. It's not true. It's certainly artificial, and it's certainly not intelligent. It can be played around face to face. That's how intelligent it is. It doesn't understand humor or satire. It doesn't understand wit. And like I give a flying fuck about its witlessness. Or the witlessness of our parliament. Our parliament have sold out and are absolute traitors to this country. They're all British. It's a British parliament. It's weird how the Scottish have a parliament, the Welsh have a parliament, the Irish have a parliament. Isn't it weird why the Acts of Union were signed? Do you know why they were signed? The Acts of Union were signed for the simple fact that Scotland invaded South Africa, and made itself bankrupt. It had no money. None. Not a fucking groat. Not a corona. Not a sterling fucking shilling. Why is the silver of England and Scotland known as sterling? When it's so fucking impure and it's not worth shit because it's so impure. Why didn't they make it pure silver? 9999999 fucking 9 instead of fucking 7 point fucking 8999. Might not be quite accurate. Don't quote me on it, but you get the point. It's not pure. Shit. It's pathetic. And yet, all around the world, with the central banks, the BIS, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank, all control from, apparently, the Federal Reserve, and they'll tell you the BIS is controlled from blazing fucking Switzerland. That means it's, oh, the Catholics. The Catholics. With the Swiss Guard, right? Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that fucking rattling around. Jesus. On some lube on the fucking old joints. No, not on the finger. Let it fucking out. Look at. You don't vote for this. Vote for any, in where you are, where you live. Vote for any independent away from the mainstream three. Don't go green or anything, because it's just destructive to the planet. The Green Party is destructive to the planet. Everything they do destroys because they are corporate owned shields. This is the English Democratic Party that fights the English Constitution. All that means. Read the English Constitution. If you don't know about the English Constitution, come here too. Hang on. Let's get it correct. You'll have to excuse me a moment. And it's www.englishconstitutionparty.com that have my utmost support, because I am a Constitution member by membership. Once you understand this, go look at the Magna. Oh my God. The Magna Carta Society on YouTube. Go listen to them amazing men speak on the Magna Carta Institute. Listen to them speak about the Constitution. You know your heart is there with them. The whole world's heart is with them. Do you know how we know? And it's a fact. And it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what creed you are, what race you are, what religion you are. I always say, just creed mean? I understand religion and race, but what does creed mean? Shit. It used to bother me for a long time. Good job we've got the internet, right? So if you have Catholics and Protestants, Anglicans and Methodists, their creeds. Sunni and Shia, their creeds. They're all the Sunni and Shia Islamic. The Methodists, Anglicans, Protestants and Catholics are Christians, but different creeds. Just in case you don't know. Throw it out there because people do. It's weird, right? They think everybody knows it, or you'll just type it in. Hopefully that explains it to you. They are denominations of others, all bowing down to the one. Now, I'm not really a religious man. But what I have seen in the last just few years, but probably further back, and I just didn't pay that much attention, but it does seem to be pointing to it more and more as I see today's revolution going on today. That there is a great evil in the world against Muslim, Hindu, against all the Abrahamic and all other religions throughout South Americas, whether they're still practicing. I think they're all Catholic, but hey, forgive me in my ignorance, but I think that's true. And I don't want to add other religions as a Satanism is okay, right? Because it fucking in that abomination should not be tolerated ever. I think there is a great evil but in the world. And I've fought against religion since I was 13 when I came across certain elements of religion and I came to an understanding it was all about keeping under thumb. And after that, I abhorred religion. You will do as you're told. Yeah, right. Fuck off. No, I won't. I'll have nothing to do with you. But that's the problem is when you have nothing to do with them, they keep intruding, and diving deeper and deeper under the skin and coming out like a cordyceps. And that's what they are, the cordyceps coming out. Just like out of the ant or caterpillar. And they come out and they break out and they take control and they destroy it and they eat it. Just scatter the seed. Just look how strong I am. I destroyed an ant. And that's what the Labour Party is in this country. The Democratic Party is in America. But you got the same on with the Tories, with the socialist conservatives. You've got the same in America with the neo-conservatives. They're all hammered from the same skin. They are all of the same tanning. They are all an ilk. Tired of the same brush. Let's tar them further and put the feathers on them and show them who they really are. Nothing. Nothing. They are worthless aberrations that should never, ever be allowed into power. these abominations of sin, and I'm not religious, that they are evil and what they want to do to mankind. Freedom is as freedom does. Commit a crime or harm against another, commit in the one simple truth is theft. But you steal a life, which is murder. When you steal property, it's all theft. It's simple. One rule. Theft. You steal a loved one from a family. You steal property from a family. It's one rule. No other. It's simple. One simple rule. Theft. No. Say no. There will be no theft from another. When I was a young man, I committed theft and paid the price. I was taken to court a couple of times. I was a total dickhead when I was young. Thankfully, nothing serious. I mean, the fuck's sake. It is. It's serious to steal. This is, and that's it. And I was wrong. And I regret very much. I regret very much the mistakes I made when I was young. You won't the only thing. Before the law and under the law, equality is paramount. Paramount. Equality is paramount under the law. Equality is paramount. It's the only thing you need to know about equality. Forget equity. Oh, I get the equity bullshit. I started off looking out down that a long time ago, around about 2005, 2007. Part of a group, a very small group called ESOS, Equitable Society for the Reasonable Sovereignty of Everyone. Said it my first word, strong. The rest's fine, but that first word is wrong. It's not equitable. It's equality. Therefore, it should read the Society for Equality of Reasonable Sovereignty. Because you can't put it equitable society, don't work that way. But you can put the equitable society, and that works. If you're a communist fucking piece of shit. But change that point. Of equality, the society of equality of reasonable sovereignty for everyone. And we're good. The whole world is good. The whole world is encompassed in that as equal. And I don't care where you come from, whether you come from the Amazon jungle, whether you come from the heart of Swaziland, or the Kenyan River, the Solomon Islands. It doesn't matter. Russia. Argentina, Chile, Ireland. Why do you think we use words like equitable? Because to denigrate one from another. They are dispassionate in their passion to create segregation and dehumanize. Just like it's like higher or Germany. Germany is built of a word from Ger man. Ger man means angry man in Sumerian. The Germans is Adolf Hitler actually said, and it's not that I respect Adolf Hitler, because they're fucking done. Said their language was so close to Sumerian. Therefore, German. She's angry. Everybody calls it Germany. And even the Germans have forgot to say, fuck you, you cunt. Don't call me that. I'm a Deutscher. I'm from Deutschland. Fuck you calling me an angry man. No, that fucking makes me angry and it fucking rightly should. It should. And the Irish. Ire. Where's my ire? My ire lies with you because you fucking ribbed me the wrong way, you can't. No, it's higher. Which means the emerald ire. They are not the Irish. The men from Ire. Many years before the Romans came. Those from Ire. Under Stephen and Stephen's armies. Constantly harassed the Albions, which would later become the Welsh, and would dominate them, taking the slaves as much as they wanted. I'm not saying they sold them, not that time, not until Dublin was created later with Liverpool. For the Vikings, the Irish was certainly a force to reckon with. Even Julius Caesar wouldn't come against them in their ships. Their ships were so advanced, they ran rings around the fucking Romans. How many people fucking talk about that? Ancient history is a fucking superiority, that went against empire. By the empires of today, which seem to still come from the same fucking place as the fucking Romans. Then the Holy Roman Empire. Then the French Empire, the Italian Empire, the Portuguese Empire, the fucking British Empire. Then they lost that in the history of the fucking language. And people talk of an American empire. Even the Americans do, thinking they've got one. What a fucking joke. Empires are a joke. Can't hold on to them. They're ephemeral. You cannot hold on to what people do not want. People will play a waiting game and take it away. Don't consider myself Irish, I consider myself English. But it seems I have Irish blood. Even Scottish. Oh, how can I not have Scottish if the fucking Scots came from fucking Ireland? Before that, they were the Picts. And the Picts came from England and were just divided because of the fucking Romans. Because there was the last vestiges of a fucking the tribes of the land of Albion. I said fucking no to a suppressor. Same in Ireland today with a suppressor of the British. Same in Haiti today. We're a fight against the Americans. I mean, what does Haiti stand a chance against the fucking Americans? What about Myanmar? With a massacre there not long ago. With a CIA intervention. Same in Hong Kong. And the CIA against for the Chinese. I'm not saying any one of these people are good or bad. Because they're not. They're fucking all of them and more. They've got greatness and good in them. But with that also comes bad. Just from a fucking opinion. Opinion. Break that word down, opinion. If you got a clue about Sumerian and the breakdown of language, op I on or op I ion, and you can hear the ion in from the Greek and the fucking Roman. Opinion is I am all that is on. You better fucking hear it. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. I don't mind if you talk to me. I'll listen. Might even agree. But tell me to do or fucking I should fuck off or whatever. And we might have a difference in of opinion. And we'll stand against it. And you may rule the day. No, I'm not Irish, and I don't mean to be talking as I'm Irish. Because I'm not. I'm from Hull. It's a river. I came out of the river and we fucking mermaids. We just jumped up onto the land and created a little village and stuff, you know. And it became Kingstown on Hull. There's many Irish here. My family may have even came from there originally. Our heraldry is a bit different, but there you go. The name of the fucking title to know the name. You'll get it. Especially the Irish, Scottish, and English. But the Irish probably more so than any others. What I'm talking about. So it's more higher probability. And there's to you, lads. I'll never be a traitor to England. England is my own. It's my heart and home. Generations. My family's been here. I love this land. I hate what it's becoming. I hate the fear. The women who dare not walk the streets on the night anymore. And the children's being scared of just where? From their own teacher. What a nightmare. A teacher can say a couple of words that terrifies children. It can change their life in a month. I'll say thank the Lord that fucking the government stopped that here, put legislation against that. No more. And we must always be vigilant to stop it and make sure it never comes to pass. Ever, ever, ever. Never again shall that raise its ugly head in this land. It is dying a death which is a thankful gift for all those parents out there with you. Shouldn't have had to have happened. And somebody left the gates open for the injustices of another nation that hates this nation to become a part of it and change its own politics. How did that happen? Who stopped watching the gates there? Where were the gate watchers there? I mean, they're all there for free speech and so called any form of dissemination of difference. You be held accountable and they'll put you on a guillotine if they could. Many others like to see the guillotine to fucking deal with them, but you know, that's a fire you can't fight with fire. You must do it with a law. And that law is the Constitution of England. And check out the Magna Carta Society. You can find them on YouTube. There is some amazing lectures on there. Please, please take advantage of it and check out the Magna Carta Society on YouTube. Otherwise, magnacartasociety.com, you'll find it elsewhere. If they're cutting it to pieces, you will find the most amazing people speaking on the subject. It's like we have lost the ability to reason like these men could. These men are amazing at reason. These men were fully versed in the liberal arts, the 7 liberal arts. Check it out what the 7 liberal arts is. And if you want an education, and if you want to pass an education on to your own children, and you've taken them out of school, look at the 7 liberal arts and teach them that. Your children will be amazing, and their intellect phenomenal. Their reasoning skills in question. We are filling our streets with people not of our culture. We are filling our streets with people who believe in jinn, devils, demons, witches, and children of 6. And they should be banned. And that might not be the worst of it. It's living through horrors of from 6 and upwards. It's a total control of an aged man. never been socialized and knowing the love of people of their own age and socializing with people as friends and getting to know each other and exploring the world together as children. As I said, these are cultures which are far, far, far distant from the English, which are breathing law and equality before the law, which is mandatory. Equality before the law, which is mandatory, and that Lady Justice is the line to up because that disavows any or negates any implied or tried attack of racism. That makes it ridiculous, not just redundant, but ridiculous. When we see this in the Constitution, which created the free world all around Europe to the Americas and the far reaches of the corners of the planet, and hopefully taken up by all without pressure, but by their wanting it. Then you see the beauty and this is the white dragon unfurling its wings round the world to encompass all in a puff of smoke rather than a fire breathing demon that bends all. Not that it can't when you're angry. The puff of smoke shows its warmth of heart and kindness, and it's an embrace. Hence puff the magic dragon. And in the same context, Senlac, which is that dragon, that white dragon of England, that worm, bear, dragon, wyvern, call it what you like, serpent, snake. Look at the lantern worm. But it was taken on as a symbol that the dragon was defeated and then the Englishman became the dragon because of the defeat of the dragon. Therefore, taking the dragon unto itself and wearing it proudly, half and home, heart and stone. Foundation, rock, root, and all. We, the English, will not give up easily. We need to the fight. We will run to the front. Proud of, strong, and dire of heart. Breaking time. And it's wind. Parent. No.